Hello, everybody. This is Professor Yogesh N. Today, we are going to discuss about Lab Exercise 6 of Robotic Process Automation Design and Development Lab using UiPath. And the Lab Exercise 6 is all about developing a word automation in UiPath Studio X to demonstrate the activities related to word automation. And the activities are, as it has been mentioned here, use Word file, save document as, read text, replace text in the document, append text, then replace picture and add picture, and lastly save document as PDF. So we'll go to the theory part of it. So in the theory part, in order to start with word automation, the base property or an activity to be used is use word file. So here we go with something called source file, word source file. So that will become the reference for us to do the automation related to Word document. Then we have something called save document as. Here you will have an option to save the document either as TXT file or Word file or PDF file or any other representations. Then we have something called read text. It will read the complete information of a file or a part of it, which is there in the Word file, and stores that in a variable, and you can print that in the console output window. And then replace text in document is all about finding some particular text and replace that particular text with another text in the document. And then we have append text. So it will add a new text to the document in the document. But the thing is, it will add the text at the end of the document, not either in the start or in the in the middle. It will add at the end of the document. This is one thing that we need to know about append text. And then we have something called add picture. It inserts a new image into the document. Again, you can choose the position for adding a picture either at the start or at the middle or at the end of the document. And then we have something called replace picture where we can replace the existing picture in the document by uh, other pictures. And then we have save document as PDF. So here option to save the document in the form of PDF. So I've executed it and I've checked the working condition of it. So this automation, whatever I'm showing here, I'll directly go to the UiPath tool so that it will become easy for us to understand there. So here we need some references to start with. So one is, as I already said, we need one Word file and we need certain images. So for that, I am creating a folder in my documents drive, in the folder called documents. So this is the path. So inside that I am creating a folder called demo, and when we go inside it, I have already executed things, so we have certain files here. So I have certain files here. So this template, whatever I'm mentioning now, in invoice underscore template, this will become my reference to start with the word automation. So this will become my input file. So whatever data we have here, for example, I'm just opening it now. Some data is here, right? So some data I've mentioned it here in the Word document and as well as in some images and all. So some text content, whatever we have here, that will be changed to another form. Right? So this will become my input data. And then I have created a folder called output. So inside this, I've already executed. I'll go with new file when we execute the application in the demo session. So these are the outputs that I've received from the automation now. So I'll directly go to the UiPath. So in the UiPath tool, so first is, as I've already said, you should open a specified Word document. For that, you have a application here, right? Word application scope. You can see the uh, type here. The type is Word application scope. So when you open here, you'll get that condition. So use application browser like what we have done in the previous session. Similarly, we have something called Word application scope here. So this is the thing that we are supposed to consider. So I've taken that here and I've mentioned the file path. So the file path, as I've already said, inside the documents folder, you can see here. I'm just moving on the last file. So documents demo, then inside it input folder, and inside that we have a file called invoice underscore template dot docx. So complete path with the extension we need to mention. So the body of it, in that you have to mention all the automation whatever you need to do with the Word application. So first I go with save document as. So I'm saving the document in the output folder. Now I've taken the data in the input folder, but now you can see that I'm taking in the output folder and I'm giving a name, some other name. So here I'll change the name of that particular file because it has already been uh, generated. So I'll go with out file. So I'm giving a name called out file and you can go with any of those particular references. So I'm going by, for a change, I'll take to DOC extension file, right? If the file is already there, then it will replace that existing file. Even that option is there. So that is save document as. Next, we have something called read text. So whatever the data which has been mentioned here, the input file, right? So this will act as in my input file. So it will read the data from that particular file and stores that in the variable called docu. I have created a variable called docu. It's a variable. So you can see here in the data manager. So there is a variable called docu and it is storing string characters. Now in order to display that, suppose if I need to display what has been read from the file, then I can go by mentioning that by right line. So it will display that in the output console window. And then we have something called replace text. So as I've already shown in the document, we have something called build to. So if you go and check the input folder here, invoice template, you can see that there is some text called build to, right? So this I'm changing to some other, data, and the data is pay to. Instead of build to, I am changing it to or replacing it to build to. So it will replace that text into build to, and wherever it is there in the entire document, that will be replaced by turning on this condition, replace all. So this is a replace text condition. Next, this is append text. So this append text is, uh, as I've already said, it is an text which will be appended at the end of the document. So I'm just mentioning, hello, this is a RPA demo session. So this will be appended at the end of the document, right? So there is no positioning given for appending text, as it is a mandatory data which will be appended at the end of the you know text, sorry, end of the document. Then we have something called add picture. So add picture is I have to, as I already said, I have few pictures here in the pictures folder. So one is PIC, other one is image. So I'm just taking one of the picture here and I'm copying that into the document. So I'll take that document PIC, or I'll just go with image.jpg. So this will be uh, taken into the document. So you have either to bookmark that or to the text. So I'll go with document and you can fix the position, right? You can fix the position. So I'm fixing it at the end. And lastly, we have something called save document as PDF. So here, as I've already said, in the output folder, there is already a file called inv. So I'm just changing it to new, right? So this will create a file, and for your information, I'll just go to that folder once again, and I'll show you that in the output file there are only two, and whatever automation that has been created now, that will be stored again in this particular folder. So I'll minimize this and I'll execute this application. So it is getting executed. The file is opened. So it is copying the data from that. And it is filling into output file, out file, whatever it is there. So once it has been done, the data, whatever it has been read, you can read that here. You can see here below output window. So the data, whatever it has been read from that particular file, is been printed here because I have given a write line property. Now we'll go to that folder and check whether the files have uploaded or not. So these are the two files which have come now. So out file is the new file which I have downloaded. So you can see here there is a replacement of the text from bill to pay to, and this is the image which I have copied, and there is a appending of the text. This is a RPA demo session, right? So this is the application that is coming up from the Word document, and the same thing has been copied or saved in the form of a PDF. So you can see that here the PDF file is also copied into the output folder. So this is the output generated for the lab exercise number 6. Thank you so much.